Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I got me some breakfast. I'm gonna have breakfast with you guys today. And I have me some iced tea. I was actually gonna drink something different today. I went in the fridge to go get me some milk and my son drank it. I do like to have milk once in a while, but every time I go to use it, it's always gone, so it doesn't matter. But I made me some pancakes. I made these at home. I didn't take, like, usually I buy the frozen ones and just heat them up in a microwave, but these ones I made at home. And I have some eggs with salt and pepper and a little bit of cheese on them, scrambled eggs. And I have some turkey bacon. I'll give you a close-up of the bacon. There you go. I made an extra pancake for Nikki, but she didn't want it. I have a little bit of margarine on my pancake and some, not regular syrup, but like a light syrup. I get it actually tastes just like regular syrup to me, but I want you to see how fluffy these are. I don't know if you can see that. Nothing is like homemade pancakes. I mean, the microwave ones taste like pancakes, but these taste so much better. They really do. I just seem to never have time. To make them. I wish you could see how fluffy they are. Nice and fluffy. There's the side of them. Don't they look nice and fluffy? I did have some orange juice in the fridge and I could have had that, but I didn't want to have the acid from it while I'm eating breakfast. I like orange juice, but for some reason I don't like to eat it with a meal. I just like to have a glass of it. As I was cooking, I was watching Unsolved Mysteries. A lot of them they are reruns. I don't think it airs anymore. I'm not sure, but still a lot of them I haven't seen. It's really strange how, you know, people could just disappear and you never see them again. Oops, there you go, everybody. I dropped something. I think everybody comes just to watch me drop something on the table. I'm just kidding, but still. That's part of my routine. Drop it on a table. Oh, well. I'm a messy person, obviously. But that's not 100% true because I am very neat and clean. But when I eat, it gets everywhere. Not that I'm a messy eater. I mean, I don't think I eat messy, but I always drop it on my shirt. If I try really, really hard not to drop it on my shirt, it's going to happen. If I don't pay attention and whatever, there won't be nothing on my shirt. So maybe I should quit trying not to. These pancakes are so good. I always put a little bit of margarine or butter on top. And then my syrup. Oh, and let the margarine melt in there first. And these are buttermilk mix. And this is actually morning time that I'm filming this. I'm off today. I can eat breakfast any time of day. I bought a knife too just because I needed it, but I don't think I will because they're pretty fluffy and soft. I was gonna try to do metal silverware today, but I thought I've been doing really good staying away and haven't been itching. The only time I've been really doing it is if I go out or if I'm eating somewhere, even at work, I take a plastic thing or I get one from work. So you'll probably rarely see me use metal silverware. Not because I don't want to, it's just that when I mess with it, I just end up itching. My husband's like, why aren't you wearing your ring? I said, I tell you, I mean, my fingers, they swell and I get hives on them, and even with my ring, and it itches really bad underneath my ring. So it's like, and they're gold. I mean, I don't know what grade of gold, but I know that they weren't cheap, the band. But I mean, they weren't the most expensive neither, but it's not like the cheap plated gold. It's real gold. So, I mean, that even bothers me too. Nice and crunchy. No, it's good. If you guys get a chance, if you want to, try to check out Eating with Annie. She is so sweet. She does mukbangs and vlogs, and she is such a sweet girl. She is going to college, and she's just the sweetest little thing. She actually helped me out when I first started doing mukbang. She gave a shout out for me and sent people over to me. And since then, you know, we kind of helped each other out a little bit, but she's a really nice person. Man, these pancakes are so good. They really are. I tend to be going back to them more than anything. I haven't had homemade pancakes in I don't know how long. I'm always in such a hurry that I buy like the waffles you put in a toaster, or the pancakes you put in a microwave, or stuff like that. And making these, oh man, they're a big difference. I was going to tell you guys about when I was a little girl. And I still do like it. I loved going camping. I still love going camping. Maybe not laying on the ground in a tent. Getting a little too over that. I'd probably had to have an air mattress on the ground in the tent if I had a tent. But back then I didn't care. Tent, sleeping bag, didn't care. Oh man, did I love camping. I still would love to go, but not around here. It's too hot. no matter what, and you have to have a RV with a AC or ants. And I mean, I know there's ants there. I mean, I'm from Pennsylvania, but here, I mean, you just step out there. You step in the ant pile, oh man, they attack you, those ants. But I'd always go camping with my uncle, which was my dad's brother. Him and his wife didn't have kids at the time. They do now. Well, he's passed away since then. But they had children later, but they didn't have kids. So they always would come get us because him and my dad were really close. My dad was a baby. Of 9 kids. My mom has 10, it's a total of 10, including her. But she wasn't the baby. I think she was like 4th or 5th oldest. Wait. There's like 3 older than her. I don't know how you'd say that, but she's wasn't the oldest, but when we first started going camping, we'd use tents. I don't know if the place still exists. It was in Ohio, but it was called Tappan Dam. So much fun there. And at that time, you'd go run around and didn't have to worry about a lot of things that you have to worry about today. Then they upgraded to a pop-up camper. I was young, remember, so I'm not really dating myself too far back. I was a young girl then. But it was one where it kind of was flat, and you hauled it behind your car. And when you got where you're going, you'd crank it up. Honestly, you'd crank it up. And it'd get bigger and bigger and bigger. Then it'd be pretty high. You could stand in it. And the sides would come out. So it'd be kind of almost shaped like the car shape. Here's the camper top. Then the sides of it would come out, which were 2 beds. It'd come back in and like that. And then there'd be a door. And you could sleep 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. And 2 or 3, depending on how small the people were, in the middle where the table was where you could sit and eat. It would go down and you'd put a mat over top, or I say a mat, but it's probably more like a mat, or cushion covers or mattress over top, and you could sleep on it. It had a little gas stove, and I think, I'm not sure, a mini fridge, maybe not, I don't remember the whole thing. And that was like a big upgrade back then. And the only bad thing is when it was rain, the sides that pop out for the beds was cloth, and you could unzip her and have a screen to look out on or whatever. But when it rained, the rain would start leaking through too. But so much fun, and so much fun. We didn't care what we were into. Camping was just fun. Campfires, camping. Then they upgraded to RV. The one you actually go in, you sit in, you drive in, not one you pull behind or anything. And that was super fun. It had a huge refrigerator, stove, bathroom, shower. Because before, when you didn't have a shower, you had to go to, it was almost like a guys and a girls, but it was like a shower with stalls and bathrooms and stuff like that. That everybody used. I know it sounds gross now, but it was individual. So the new RV was really neat. Lots of space. My brother would go sometimes too, but it was always me and my sister for sure. And plus other kids. He didn't just take us, he took other kids too. He was a very sweet guy. Very wonderful. Very loving and caring. But I had one time, me and my sister went, two other girls, which were my uncle's wife's side of the family, two of her nieces went, and we were there, and they had a PA system. You know, it was not only a CB, but a PA system. So we went in and we shut all the curtains on the front of the RV, because at night you could shut it all up for everybody to go to bed. Nobody could see him. We'd shut up all the curtains, and we'd peek out and we'd watch for guys walking down the road. And when they'd walk down the road, we'd go in the PA system and say, "Hey, good looking," and they'd be looking at me. You know, and like, "Hey, hot stuff," or whatever else. But we do that. But we would just be peeking from the curtain so he couldn't see us, and they'd be wondering where it's coming from, because there was other RVs around there and stuff like that. But I mean, you had your own space, your own campfire, your own benches and picnic table. But they were, you know, it was a busy place. Back then, people really camped a lot. Cheap. You know, it still is cheap, but it's not as cheap as it used to be. This place had like rec areas and things to do, and had a huge lake. I guess it was a lake. I don't think it wasn't a pond. I think it was a lake. It was pretty big. You used to have to walk a trail from the campground to go over to the lake. I don't think it was that far. I don't really remember. It seemed like it was a long walk then, but I don't think it really was that long of a walk. And you'd go along the trail and you'd go to the lake, and at the lake they had benches and picnic tables that you could bring your picnic baskets there with you too, or your coolers, and concession stands. And in the lake there was this huge ladder. Actually, it seemed really huge then. I don't know how big it was. That's funny. I remember it being really big and really high. But you'd go up the ladder, you'd go down the ladder, and you'd jet out and then land in the water. It was so much fun. It seemed like it was really high though, because when you would go off the slide, you'd shoot out and then into water. The only bad thing, there was fish in that water too. Sometimes they brush up against you or whatever else and scare the crap out of you. It was, oh man, I would love to be a kid again. No responsibilities. Well, except for school, and have so much fun. But that was such a fun time in my life. It really was. When I go camping, we would do tents at home and stuff like that. But it was nothing like really going to a campground, camping and having fun with your friends and family. Well, it was really family, or I wasn't related to everybody because it was on both sides of the family. But we talked to each other like, we just said cousins, but we weren't really cousins. And I still actually talk to them to this day, just through social media. I don't really have formal contact with them, but we just speak here and there, and happy birthdays and whatever else. So, but yeah, man. Anybody want to go camping? It's changed so much, but people that are my age know what it was like back then, and it is so fun and so different than it is now. You know, most kids when they go camping now take their iPad and their phones and whatever else. Back then we didn't have that. Didn't even have a cell phone. Had the CB. which was probably a big thing then. Oh, and one time we were outside, my uncle was laying in like a lounge chair, but it was a kind back then where they folded out and you'd lay on it. And we were all sitting around the fire. Here comes a skunk, I kid you not. Come creeping up, and everybody's like getting an eye bag. Everybody starts standing up and backing away, and he's sleeping in the lounge chair. And we get away, and we tell Uncle Danny, his name was Daniel, but we call him Uncle Danny. Uncle Danny, there's a skunk by you. And he jumped up, and he got sprayed by the skunk. It was terrible. And they stink so bad. We made sure we got away, though. It wasn't done on purpose to get me. You don't think about stuff like that. You're just ready to go, and then you realize, hey, he's back there sleeping. You better let him know. But who would think it would startle him? Yeah, but, you know, it was just funny. Yeah, that was such a wonderful time. I wish so much I could go back and do all that some more. I mean, I could now, but it would never be the same. It'd still be fun. But, well, guys, I am full. And you guys are probably full of my story and ready to go. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a super fun time. I wish I had pictures from back then, but I don't. I think back then I didn't take much. Yeah, I think we had maybe Polaroid. I don't have any pictures. But it was fun. So if you guys have any camping stories, leave your comment down below and let me know how you like my story. Everybody, please give this a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day or a wonderful evening, depending on where you are. And I appreciate each and every one of you because you guys are the best, okay? Bye-bye.